Billions of years of tiny space rocks smashing into the surface have ground it into a fine powder made of microscopic glass shards. If you're breathing that in, it tears through your lung tissue.
Yeah, bro, that'd be fucked, bro.
HD 189733b has glass flying at you sideways at over a mile per second. At those speeds, the shards would tear through your spacesuit and your body in seconds. Underneath that ice is a liquid saltwater ocean that could be up to 60 miles deep. If one of those cracks opened beneath you and you fell through, you'd drop into a pitch black ocean with no way to tell which direction is up.
Like, bro, how scared would you be, like, if that happened? Like, if you fell into the ocean and it was pitch black, and you hear like fucking like a whale, like a whale, and it's like, and there's like sharks and shit, bro, like fucking like scary fish, bro. That would be like my biggest nightmare, bro. Chat, the worst place to die in space.
Mars. Mars is the most habitable planet in the solar system besides Earth. On a summer day near the equator, temperatures can reach a...
Bro, you know what's funny? He says that Mars is like the closest we can live on, like Earth, but even it's fucked. Watch.
comfortable 68 degrees Fahrenheit. You could walk around, check things out, and honestly feel pretty okay. But the air is 95% carbon dioxide, so one breath without your helmet, and you'd be out in seconds. Radiation is 40 to 50 times higher than on Earth, enough to damage your DNA every hour you're outside. And even though it's freezing, the air pressure is so low that any crack in your suit would cause the liquids in your body to start boiling. Mars also...
Bro, I never get that, bro. I always see that in movies. I always see that in movies or like I hear about it. Like, how does your blood boil, bro? That's scary. That's like terrifying.
has dust storms that can cover the entire planet for weeks. NASA's Opportunity rover was killed by one in 2018. Its solar panels buried under dust until the power ran out. For a human relying on those same panels, that means no heating, and temperatures drop to minus 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's bro, I could not imagine that, bro. Oh
Oxygen
God.
filters
Bro, isn't it like double than like the coldest point on Earth?
stop working too, so now you're in a freezing dark habitat, breathing air that's slowly getting worse, with the nearest help 7 months away. The moon. The moon is Earth's closest neighbor, sitting about 240,000 miles.
Bro, I wouldn't mind living on the moon, to be honest. Like, that bitch would be dope, bro. Like, it looks bro, why should we with Mars? Like, even if we could make like that bitch habitable, I don't want to be surrounded by just fucking like pure red or pure orange. Like, that would freak me out. I wouldn't mind living on the moon because, you know, then I can see more space, and also like the scenery would seem nice. You feel me?
Away. There's no atmosphere, so temperatures swing from around 260 degrees Fahrenheit during the day to minus 280 at night. But the real threat on the moon isn't the temperature, it's the dust. Billions of years of tiny space rocks smashing into the surface have ground it into a fine powder made of microscopic glass shards. Unlike sand on Earth, which gets worn smooth by wind and water, lunar dust has never been smoothed down. The particles are so small they can pass through most filters. It also sticks to everything it touches, including your...
That's scary. Wait, hold on. Wait, so how is it? So it's not sharp. It's sharp, but not sharp. I was about to ask, how come like it didn't cover like the spacesuits of the Apollo guys?
suit, helmet, and gear. During the Apollo missions, just 3 days of moonwalks were enough to almost lock up the suit joints. And every time the astronauts came back inside, they brought the dust with them. They said it smelled like spent gunpowder. If you're breathing that in, it tears through your lung tissue.
Yeah, bro, that'd be fucked, bro. I think in modern like travel missions, they have like an airlock saying nearly everywhere. Because otherwise, you know, that would fuck you over.
Like ground up broken glass, scarring it a little more with every breath. Over time,
bro. That's like fiberglass, like in the air, bro.
Your lungs slowly lose the ability to take in oxygen.
Oh my God, bro, his ass, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. That would be terrifying, God. On God, bro. Holy shit. I'm not playing Valorant, bro. Fuck out of here, though. I'm not playing that shit.
Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system, and before you even get close to it, you have to deal with its rings. They're made of billions of chunks of ice and rock, some as small as a grain of dust, others the size of a house. These chunks move at up to 45,000 miles per hour, and any one of them hitting your ship would be enough to destroy it. If you make it past the rings, the planet itself isn't any safer. Saturn's atmosphere is mostly hydrogen and helium, with no solid surface underneath. At the top, temperatures drop to minus 418 degrees Fahrenheit. As you fall deeper, winds pick up to around 1,100 miles per hour, roughly 5 times stronger than the most powerful hurricanes on Earth.
Nah. Like, nah, I'm not going on that, bro. Nah. Bro, I fucking hate Windy. Wind UK is already bad enough. 5 times stronger than the most strongest tornado in the world. Nah. I'm with no packet. Hell nah, bro. Bro. Okay, bro. JJ, pause. I do have a good idea. What if we put like solar panels there on Saturn and we connect like, cables from Saturn to Earth so we get free power? Nah? Nah?
Enough to throw your spacecraft completely out of control. Below that, the pressure keeps building. The gases around you get thicker and thicker until they turn into liquid. Your ship and suit would be crushed long before you ever reach the core, where temperatures hit around 21,000 degrees Fahrenheit. HD 189733b. HD
What? What you say, bro?
189733b is a gas giant about 64 light years from Earth, slightly larger than Jupiter. From a distance, it looks bright blue, almost exactly like our own planet. But that color has nothing to do with water. It comes from tiny particles of glass floating in the atmosphere. The planet
But it's always glass, isn't it, bro? How do you have that much glass?
is tidally locked, meaning one side always faces its star. On that side, temperatures reach around 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to turn rock into gas. As that gas rises and cools, it hardens into tiny glass shards
Oh, is that how? Oh, fair.
that get caught in winds, blowing up to 5,400 miles per hour, about 7 times the speed of sound. So instead of rain falling down like on Earth, HD 189733b has glass flying at you sideways at over a mile per second. At those speeds, the shards would tear through your spacesuit and your body in seconds. These winds circle the entire planet, so there's no calm spot to fly toward. And since it's a gas giant, there's no solid surface to land on either. The Oort cloud. The Oort cloud
Oh, dude, it looks sick, bro. Bro, I can never live here.
is the farthest edge of our solar system, a huge shell of icy objects starting about 2,000 times farther from the sun than Earth. Out here, the sun looks like just another star. Temperatures sit close to minus 450 degrees Fahrenheit, just above absolute zero, the coldest anything can possibly get. But the
Oh.
real problem isn't the cold, it's the emptiness. There are no planets, moons, or landmarks anywhere nearby. Just a few chunks of ice spread across trillions of miles of dark, silent space.
Whoa.
Voyager 1, the farthest object humans have ever launched, has been traveling over 47 years and still hasn't reached it.
That's crazy, bro.
At its current speed, it would take about 300 more years just to get to the inner edge. If your ship
Whoa.
broke down out here, no one could get to you. No distress signal would arrive in time. You'd just be stuck with
Crazy.
whatever food, water, and oxygen you had left, watching it all slowly run out. Nothing out here
Nah.
kills you fast. You'd most likely die of suffocation once the
Bro, I'm sorry, but like if I got lost in that kind of bitch, bro, like far away and like nothing could save me, I would just kill myself, bro. Like, dog, do you want me to just sit down and take it and just fucking like eat my food and jack off till I die? Nah, bro, the tension would kill me. Fucking like just like waiting to die, bro. I couldn't, bro.
oxygen was gone. Enceladus. Enceladus is one of Saturn's moons, only about 314 miles across, small enough to fit inside the state of Texas.
Oh.
The surface is covered in ice at around minus 330
Bro, everything's ice, bro. Bro, you're not Drake, bro. What's all about ice?
degrees Fahrenheit, and there's no real atmosphere, so your suit is the only thing keeping you alive. Saturn's gravity constantly pulls and squeezes this tiny moon, which causes cracks in the surface, especially near the South Pole. Through those cracks, huge geysers blast ice and gas into space. The gravity here is so weak that some of this stuff drifts far enough to become part of Saturn's rings. These geysers aren't just ice and water vapor, though. Scientists have found hydrogen cyanide in the mix, the same chemical used in poison gas. If one of those
Whoa.
blasts hit you, the gas alone would kill you within a minute. And if it didn't, the wave of freezing material would lock your body in ice almost instantly. At that point, the same weak gravity that sends geyser material into Saturn's rings could do the same to you. A
Oh,
supernova. A supernova
Okay, this be sick. Bro, everything else sounds like dog shit, but this might be cool actually.
is what happens when a massive star runs out of fuel and explodes. In just a few seconds, it can release more energy than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion year lifetime.
Whoa.
That energy comes out as a blast of radiation and high-speed particles, with the gamma rays and X-rays traveling at the speed of light. That's what makes it so dangerous. Because that radiation moves at the speed of light, there's no way to see it coming. By the time you could detect it, it's already hitting you. Within a
Whoa.
few light years of the explosion, it would break apart every atom in your body almost instantly. Nothing we know of is thick enough to block it. Even farther out, the
Damn. Wait, so does he mean like it's more like a blast of radiation or a blast of like force, like a fucking explosion? Bro, both of us are bad. Bro, if it was a blast of like fucking radiation, it probably melt your skin right then and there. Nah.
damage is huge. Up to about 50 light years away, a supernova can destroy a planet's ozone layer and flood the surface with enough radiation to cause mass extinction. Some scientists think this actually happened on Earth about 450 million years ago, wiping out around 85% of all marine life. Titan.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, bro. There was one point in history where fucking like we nearly died. Bro, that's crazy. Humans, everybody knows about this, bro. Humans have lived in on Earth for so little that we've had like mass extinctions before, and we live with that. We live with that shit, bro. Like, it would be like, oh, it becomes like really hot, it becomes really cold, and then like everything dies apart from like one fish, and then the other fish, clones itself, starts fucking whatever, and we build from that. I think that happened like multiple times. Like at least, bro, I watched a video about that, about fucking how like we nearly died, like not humans, but like life on Earth.
Titan is
damn.
Saturn's largest.
And bro, the beautiful thing is that when there's like a mass extinction, it kills everything. But like that just makes it so all the life forms can live as well. So the if all the fish die, then all the plants can live better, and from there it evolves from that. Like maybe all the fish are gone, but at least all the mammals, birds, whatever, they can keep on going.
Largest moon and the only moon in the solar system with a thick atmosphere. It's bigger than Mercury, and in a lot of ways looks surprisingly like Earth. It has clouds, rain,
It looks nothing like Earth.
rivers, lakes, and even shorelines, but none of it is water. The rain is liquid methane, and the lakes and rivers
That's sick. Oh man. Oh, I thought you mean like meth, like Breaking Bad. Oh, I think he means like the poison gas.
are filled with it too. The temperature sits at around minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit, which is cold enough to make methane behave the way water does here on Earth. The atmosphere is mostly nitrogen, similar to Earth's. The pressure is about 1.5 times what you'd feel at sea level, so you could walk around without a pressurized suit, but the cold would kill you in minutes without heavy thermal protection.
Nah.
Liquid methane is also about half the density of water, so if you fell into one of Titan's lakes, you wouldn't float. You'd sink straight down and freeze solid within seconds.
Whoa.
And because of the thick orange haze in the atmosphere, you can't see the sun, Saturn, or anything above you from the surface.
Whoa.
The sun. The sun is a
That's
ball
crazy.
of plasma,
Bro, I'm not that. Bro, I know how you would die on the sun, bro.
about 864,000 miles across, over 100 times the diameter of Earth. There's no solid ground to stand on. What looks like a surface is just the very outside layer of plasma. Before you even got close, you'd have to pass through the corona, a layer of gas
What? Like the beer?
that reaches around 3.6 million degrees Fahrenheit, way hotter than the surface. NASA's Parker Solar Probe got within about 4 million miles in 2024, the closest any spacecraft has ever been. The surface
No, that's not true. Cause in Invincible, spoilers, in Invincible, Mark Mark fights in the sun. So that's not really true though. Like something else is
sits at around 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to boil pretty much anything, including diamond. The gravity
You can boil diamonds? Is there a photo of that? Nah way, bro. Ain't no way. Boiled diamonds. Nah, that's sick. Is there a photo of that? Bro, please send me a video. That's black. That's black. That's not it either. That's a water. This sucks, bro.
is about 28 times stronger than Earth's, but the heat would kill you long before that mattered. Your spacesuit would start to char within a tenth of a millisecond. Within half a millisecond, boiling plasma would hit your body. By 10 milliseconds, your flesh, bones, and suit would all be turned to gas. Your nerves can't send pain signals that fast, so you'd be gone before your brain knew something was wrong. Jupiter.
That'd be sick, bro. Bro, I remember when I was a little kid, I remember saying that the sun, it wasn't like gas, it wasn't like burning gas. I thought it was like lava, like straight like fucking lava. I was like, that's sick. I was blown away by that.
Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, about 89,000 miles across, over 11 times.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Saturn like looks thick as fuck with the fucking rings, but I think Jupiter is like a close second. You fucking looking cool as fuck. You feel me? It looks sick, bro.
Times wider than Earth. It's a gas giant, so there's no solid surface, just layers of gas that get thicker as you go down. But before you even enter the atmosphere, the radiation is already a problem. Jupiter's magnetic field is about 20,000 times stronger than Earth's, trapping enough radiation to give you a deadly dose from 186,000 miles away. Your electronics would stop working, and your organs would start failing soon after.
Whoa.
If you somehow made it into the atmosphere, you'd hit winds up to 400 miles per hour strong enough to rip your ship apart, and lightning bolts wider than Earth that could fry everything inside it.
Nah, that'd be sick. Bro, it also feel like hockey from One Piece. Nah, that'd be sick, bro. What do you mean?
The gravity is 2.4 times stronger, so you'd be falling fast with nothing to land on. NASA's Galileo probe made it about 87 miles in and lasted 58 minutes before the pressure and heat destroyed it. Below that, the gas slowly thickens into liquid and eventually into liquid metal. You'd be crushed and cooked long before reaching the core. A magnetar. A magnetar is a type of neutron star, the leftover core of a massive star that exploded. It's only about 12 miles across, but so dense that a single teaspoon of its material would weigh about 5.5 billion tons.
What? But it's a teaspoon, though.
Its magnetic field is up to a quadrillion, or 1,000 trillion times stronger than Earth's, making it the strongest magnetic force in the known universe. That kind of force changes the shape of your atoms. From thousands of miles away, the field would already fry every piece of electronics on your ship. At about 600 miles, it's strong enough to squeeze the normally round atoms in your body into long, thin, needle-like shapes. Once that
What?
happens,
Bro, how does that even happen?
the bonds that hold your molecules together stop working. Everything in your body, from your DNA down to individual cells, falls apart at once, and nothing visibly touches you the entire time.
Nah,
There's no
Wait, so like if you go there, like does it make you fatter? Cause it loses the bone. It loses the bones, like you expand. Is that what he means?
material that can block a magnetic field this strong. In 2004, a magnetar called SGR 180620 released a burst that stripped atoms apart in Earth's upper atmosphere from 50,000 light-years away.
Whoa.
Venus.
Wait, what happened then? Yeah, that happened, but then what? Nah, I feel, bro, that sounds like scary enough. I feel like, you know, like that would fuck something over. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it would like fuck up, like, you know, the atmosphere or like the ocean level. I feel like something happened though.
Venus is often called Earth's twin because of its similar size and gravity, but the surface is nothing like Earth's. The temperature sits at around 860 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than Mercury, even though Venus is nearly twice as far from the sun. That's because the atmosphere is 96% carbon dioxide, which traps
Whoa.
heat so well that it doesn't matter whether you're on the day side or the night side. The air pressure is about 92 times what you'd feel at sea level on Earth, the same as being about 3,000 feet underwater. The air is so thick that just moving
Bro, I really got. Wait, go back, bro. Nah, I'm not gonna go back. But I would have to say, it's crazy like how Earth is like so different than like everything else, bro. Like it's like it just by like having water alone just makes it like so much better. Makes it like good enough that like actually like animals could live on it, bro. That's crazy, bro. But it looks like just better, bro. Objectively, like Earth just looks way better. And but if we were living on Jupiter or Venus or Mars, whatever, I think like we would look at Earth with fucking the greens and blue, and we'd be like, we should live there actually. Like this sucks.
through it would feel like pushing through a heavy liquid. That pressure would start crushing your suit almost instantly. At the same time, the heat would be cooking through it from the outside. And the clouds above you are made of sulfuric acid, which would eat through whatever was left. The Soviet Venera 13 probe was built to survive these conditions and lasted just 127 minutes. A human in a regular spacesuit wouldn't last a single breath.
So I mean, like, bro, living on Earth is so fucking sweet that we have like summer, we have sunny days, we have calm days. That's so good, bro. An average day on Venus has fucking sulfuric acid rain. Like, dog, what, bro? Fuck, nah, I'm never living. Bro, you couldn't pay me to live there, bro.
Io. Io is one of Jupiter's moons.
Go back. What the fuck is that?
A regular spacesuit wouldn't last a single breath. Io. Io is
Bro, that's cheese, bro. Bro, that's like really moldy cheese.
one of Jupiter's moons, about the same size as Earth's moon. It's the most volcanically active place in the solar system, with over 400 active volcanoes across its surface. Some of them erupt lava at around 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than any volcano on modern Earth, and launch plumes over 300 miles into space. The lava is also loaded with sulfur compounds that would eat through a spacesuit on contact. The reason for all this activity is Jupiter. Its massive gravity constantly pulls and stretches Io, warping the surface by as much as 330 feet with every 42-hour orbit. That's enough to crack the ground open beneath your feet without warning. Some of the
Whoa.
lava lakes are over 100 miles wide. On
Bro, again, bro. Lava lakes? Dog, what? Bro, I wouldn't live in that bitch, bro. What do you mean you got lava lakes?
top of that, Io sits inside Jupiter's radiation belts, which deliver about 5 times the lethal radiation dose for a human every 24 hours. So even if the volcanoes didn't get you, and the ground didn't split open beneath you, the radiation would. There's no atmosphere to protect you from any of it. Europa. Europa is one
Oh, I don't know this one
of
actually.
Jupiter's moons, about the size of Earth's moon. The surface is a shell of ice roughly 10 to 15 miles thick, covered in cracks from the constant pull of Jupiter's gravity. Underneath that ice is a liquid saltwater ocean that could be up to 60 miles deep. The surface
Whoa.
temperature sits at around minus 260 degrees Fahrenheit. If one of those cracks opened beneath you and you fell through, you'd drop into a pitch-black ocean with no way to tell which direction is up. The water is
Bro, that's scary. Bro, do you want what the issue is? I'm pretty sure like it's been shown that there's no life in there, like in other planets. But like, bro, how scared would you be like if that happened? Like if you fell into the ocean and it was pitch black and you hear like you hear like fucking like a whale kind of start like, boo, and there's like sharks and shit, bro, like fucking like scary fish. Bro, that would be like my biggest nightmare, bro. Oh god.
near freezing, and the ice
It would be terrifying because, you know, like, I'd be dead for sure. But the idea of, like, seeing, like, terrifying animals I've never seen in my life, that I can't even conceive of, that would freak me out more, bro. For real.
above you is
And being in pitch black as well.
miles thick, so no radio signal could get through. No one on the surface could reach you, and no technology exists that could drill through that much ice fast enough to help. In water that cold, you'd stay conscious for a few minutes before drowning. Your body would never be recovered. Scientists also believe this ocean could support life, meaning a human body down there
Nah, bro. Wait, am I right, actually? So, there could be, like, for, like, sharks and shit there, bro.
could contaminate the only other ocean in the solar system that might have something living in it, a black hole.
Nah, bro.
A black hole is what's left behind when a massive star collapses in on itself. Its gravity is so strong that nothing can escape it, not even light. The point where escape becomes impossible is called the event horizon. What kills you is the difference in gravity between one end of your body and the other. As you get closer, the pull on your feet becomes so much stronger than the pull on your head that your body starts to stretch. Scientists call
Is that... I've heard at that point, like, you know, you wouldn't stretch, you just rip apart. No?
this spaghettification. The force
Was that real? Like, is that actually real? Like, if you go to a black hole, like, it stretches you like for like a gummy worm. I was like, you know, like if you're being pulled like that, it would just rip you apart.
would pull your spine apart and tear through your muscles until your body snapped at the midsection. Then
Oh, see there you
each
go.
half would snap again and again until you were stretched into a thin stream of atoms spiraling into the center. For a distant observer watching you fall, something strange would happen. Your image would appear to slow down near the event horizon, eventually seeming to freeze there. Over time, your light would shift from visible to infrared to radio waves, slowly fading
Whoa. Nah.
but never fully disappearing. If you'd like to see more videos
That's crazy, bro. Go to the video. Go to the video. That was crazy, bro. Oh god, bro. Chad, listen, I don't really have a lot of time to do the TikTok section, but that was a go to video, bro. For real. Wait, but I'm wondering. So like, okay, I'll look it up actually. I'm wondering, like, if you get sent to a black hole, where do you go? Like, is that like a portal to like somewhere else, or like do you just get destroyed? I'm wondering actually. If you get sucked into a black hole, where do you go? Bro, where do you go, bro? Fuck Reddit. Black holes don't suck anything anymore, no, it suck you down. Black holes is object of mass, object of material field. A star of given mass collapsing in a black hole, same mass. So something. Oh my god, just give me yes or no, bro. What happens? Where do you go? Give me a section. Nah, bro. White dwarf. What? Oh god, bro, just give me a simple, bro. Give me a simple answer, bro. Yes, bro. Exactly. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck, bro. Black hole. I know how they made, bro. Oh my god, bro. It's so boring, bro. I don't give a shit about any of this, bro. Oh god, man, this is boring actually. Fuck any of it, bro. Bro, I'm gonna go Goon, man. Fuck this.
¿Te gusta ver vídeos divertidos de Azul?